Okay. Let's see if we can get this to work. Okay. Okay, just trying to get in the group. Here we go. Okie doke. We are, I think we're live. I think we're live on YouTube and create a family group. Hopefully this is going to work. You know, you never know, do you, whether things are going to work or not. Right. I'm here, but I can't see anyone else yet. Maybe it's just going to be me. Okay, maybe I'll just make a card on my own. The really funny thing is I set the video up in the right position before I start, and then it goes badly after that. It moves. Okay. Let's, you know what one of our most popular cards is a tall card. Let's do that. And I'll grab some nautical dreams while I was at work. So we're going to cut an 8-inch by 8-inch square. What's this? This is like a 4 by 8. Hello, Debbie. Join, I'm at work. Oh, well, that's okay. Let's make 2 cards at the same time. A tall one and a short, stout one. So we've got an 8 by 8 square, and we've got a 4 by 8 strip, which was our scrap look. Right. Okay. I think there is a nautical dreams paper I don't have. Oh, I know which one it is. Right, because I've ended up with 2 of that. That's interesting. That's not bad. Then I've got a packet of, I think these are called Sea Life. Yes, Sea Life. Rightio. I'm okay, Debbie. I think it's just you and me. Seems like it's just you and me today. Okay. And what else we got? We got these happy day words. So maybe a happy day. Oh, you can't see that there. Yep. My husband's going to win Husband of the Year because he can't find the video. I can guarantee you he's in the wrong place. Someone could message my husband and tell him he's not always a smart man. Then we got these compassy things. And then I grabbed a little tab. Yep. So this one's got a star, but these ones don't. Don't know. Okay. See, we can put right. This might be a bit much. That might be enough for that one. Hello, Di. How are you? Just going to text him on Amelia Ann's iPod. Which is nearly flat. Yes. Amelia's iPod. It is a hand-me-down. Hello, Mary. How are you? I said hello to Diana over there. Rightio. What if we put like a bit of that and then like some of this sort of down the bottom? And then we hid the join with our bits and bobs. Right, so I'm going to just, right. I've got two of these. Oh, look at that. Hello, Quentin. He opened his eyes. Deary, deary me. So let's get our mini design board, and I'll just knock something down. Set that over there. Let's set these over here, and let's cut our bits. So we're going to try and make 2 cards at once. More rain today. We've had over 120 mils in the last week, and the garden is powering ahead. Oh, yeah. We would love some rain. It would be so nice. So I've got a piece of paper 1 from Nautical Dreams, and I'm going to cut it to 7 3/4. Now I'm going, stripes are going up and down, so we're cutting it at 7 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then I'm going to cut another 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Because we're doing 2 cards, remember? Then I've got a piece of number 3. And we're going to cut 7 1/2 by 3 1/2. And then we're going to do a 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. So let's place these here while we look. 1, 2. Then we're going to get a piece of number 4. And we're going to cut it at, say, let me think. Let's cut it at 3 1/2 inches. Right. Then we're going to get our creative ruler that I designed. I'm going to use the tearing edge. So we're going to line this up. I'm not putting the trimmer away. I'm being really lazy. I'm just walking my fingers along. There we go. Torn a piece off. Put tape on the back. Okay, we need to get rid of this now. So let's put that one there. And now we need to get rid of the trimmer. I'm going to get our creative ruler back. I'll be late tomorrow as haircut. I put out a haircut the other week, guy. Rightio. So we've got a piece of paper number 2. I'm going to line our ruler up against the edge. I'm going to peel out just a tiny bit on each of these ends. Everything's there. peel that out, and there we go. Straight. Right. So then we're going to cut this at, let's do 7 3/8. So it's halfway between 7 1/4 and 7 1/2. 7 3/8 by 3 3/8. And what that's going to do is give us a slither of blue. See how it gives us a slither of blue? Like that. So now we're going to cut the next one at 3 3/8. And if we cut this at 3 3/8, we only have a tiny bit there. But let's trim. Let's cut it at 5 inches. And then turn around and do it at 3 3/8. Like that. So we cut it at 5. Then we turned it around and did 3 3/8. So that we have a slither of blue for pop against the red stripe, like that. So we're making 2 cards at once. Rightio. And look, don't throw them out, because look at that. That's ready to go. Like a photo mat or something like that. Okay, so let's get our mini design board out. So we've got that one. Let's put that one there. And that one there. Right. So a little pile of stuffs. We almost fit. Oh, let's do it this way. We're not going to put anything down the bottom. We don't need anything down the bottom. Let's see. So it's a little bit dispersed. It's a little spread out, isn't it? Spencer. Oh, wow, that seems, time flies. Time really does fly, doesn't it? Time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. Isn't that what they say? After spending time at the turtle hospital last month, I'm looking at this going, now we shouldn't be putting glass and rubbish in the sea, people. No, we should not be putting glass and stuff in the sea. It is not good for the turtles. That's a lot of stuff. Let's put these here. Let's get some gauze. Oh, and I've got white sequins here left over from something. We did them this month, didn't we? 5. Do you know how I tidied my desk up this morning? I shoved it all in a tub. Yep, I shoved it all in a tub. It's really naughty of me, I know. Oh, looking for gauze. I know I had a piece of gauze here. And you know what's gone missing is our tube of red paint. Now I thought we had it out on Sunday night. Maybe I positively had the tube of red paint was out here to be used, but it just hasn't turned up because I put all the paints away in order today, and because the red paint pen's not the right red. It's not red. We'll see how that goes. Maybe what we might do. Maybe we'll use the red in here. These are really versatile. We've had this for years. This is actually from our we own 4 of these for class sets for kids watercolor classes at work, but I don't know where they've ended up, but it is what it is. At least I've got one left. None of the brushes are around. So do we want to make this sort of red, which is seems a bit, or do we want to try and make it like a blue, like the blue that's on our mat? Do we want to try and make, and I probably shouldn't have trashed it first. Let's put that one aside. Let's get 2 squares of gauze and let's make it like, try and make that bluey color there. Paint water's looking a bit yuckaroo. If you missed it on the weekend, we did 12 classes with Aussie Grunge. It was awesome. We had a great time. But someone suggested I do Aussie Grunge today, and I suggested they do Aussie Grunge. If they wanted me to do Aussie Grunge, they could do it. I love Aussie Grunge, don't get me wrong. I'm going to put a bit of this navy on here. I'm going to try and get a bit of a variety blue. Does that make sense? Like, have it as a bit of a blue, this light blue. Have it as a bit of a variety colour on our gauze. Yeah, I think I might be Aussie Grunged out just for the moment. So we'll use the dampness in it to spread it. Right. They now have, at work, they now have dug a hole in the sidewalk at the front of our shop. We'll see how we go. It's making life very difficult. I know we've had a customer in this morning buying canvases, one of our customers, one of the artists in town, and I don't know how she got to us. Because one of the shops next door to us has this thing about blocking off the footpath so no one can come down to us. And then the footpath's then blocked, and a car park is full of road workers, NBN workers, and it's very... But they have said that they will finish. They're hoping to finish in our area today, so then they can move somewhere else. Let's have a look here. So we do have things here we can use. We could put the life preserver in behind here, couldn't we? Okay, hopefully you've cut yours the same way that I have. Let's have a test here. Let's cut out one of these doors. We just want something as a base. Although we are going to use gauze as a bit of a base. Tonight we're going to do... I'll do a reveal of the December class kits. Because I haven't done that yet. Quentin did think I would do it on the weekend. I don't know when. He thought I was going to get that done on the weekend. So what if we popped a little door in there? Let's cut the other one out. The other one out. Might be a bit much, but we'll see how we go. And let's cut out this life preserver. I'll put it behind there, like that. Okay. So let's tuck it in. So like that. It's very busy. So let's put a coat of white. So you can use white paint. I'm going to use white pen on these to prep our chipboard for paint or whatever we're going to put on top. Try not to overwork it. Even if you're using paint, you're going to just use watered down thin paint. We just need to get a first coat on there so that it's ready to go. Rightio. So just a first coat, just so that they're all for a wonderful weekend and time to help us craft. That's okay, Trish. Thank you for coming along. Thank you to everybody that came along. It was a great weekend, wasn't it? Exhausting, but great. Rightio. So what colour are we going to do these? Maybe we do these in the compassy things in the red. So let's get the heat tool out. Oh, there's one there. So the thing with the paint pen is you can heat it without it bubbling like acrylic paint. Like you've got to be careful with thick acrylic paint because it bubbles. And let's take this off the acrylic block. Let's get rid of that. Oh, geez, I know I knocked it all over again. It's a bit high. Let's do our... So remember, this is not synthetic gauze. It's cotton gauze. So it won't melt, but it can burn. Synthetic stuff burns as well. But you can... It will burn or scorch if you heat it for too long in one spot. So just be mindful of that, but it won't melt. It is proper. If it's our gauze you're using, it's proper cotton gauze made in Europe. It actually takes colour better because it is cotton. Let's spread that out. It's a little damp still. We just want to get it nice and dry. can see that it's got, I don't know if you can see in the video, but there's a bit of colour variance. Oh yeah, you can see the colour variance in the video. And that's all he wanted. So let's work that now. Pull it apart. A bit of a work out. Let's see, that'll go behind there. Try and spread this one a bit further because it's going to go on the bigger card. Keep it as one piece. Oops. With bits missing. Like that. Let's give these one more coat of white. It'll help the colour pop that we put on top. Probably should have done this on a scrap piece of paper. Let's go the opposite way this time. Maybe shaking it. You really should shake it at the start. I've been using this for a couple of months now, this pen. I don't think it's dying. I don't know. It could be. But holy dooly. It is the gift that keeps on giving. Right, what are we going to do now? We're going to dry that. Kink in one of my words. I kinked it. Just putting some white pen there. Or I've got a kink in it. So let's do our compassy things in a bit of like a red with then a bit of this rustiness for the turtles. Oh, dearie me, I couldn't remember the animal. Dearie me. And the more you let the colour soak, the more opaque it's going to be. A good amount on there. This is a really nice red. It is the right red for Nautical Dreams. It is a fabulous, fabulous colour. And what if we did like a pale blue, like it was like a you know, kind of like a stonewash denim look. Does that make sense? Like a one blue on one side, the other on the other side. Sort of like that. Like that. So we've got a bit of this blue. And then we've got a bit of this blue. Oh, that's a bit much water. A bit much colour. A bit of water. Dry that off and just pick it up. Like with a dry brush, you can pick up some of the watery colour. And then Happy Day, I think we'll leave that white. But let's get a little bit of like this rusty brown, the ginger colour. And let's just pat some bits here and there. You know, just now watercolour, when you go back in with water, if it's on a sealed, well, even if it's not really on a sealed surface, you can pick some of it up and remove it. So you have that ability to pick it up and remove it. There we go. I'll show you those. Oh, it's not going to focus. 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 There we go. And then our tabs, which look a little denim-y. But see how I've got sort of lines on here? I can come in and blend that out a bit once it's dry. So let's dry them. Right, I need just a little bit more white from when I was trying to fix my, there we go. That's where I had a kink in it. It was me. It was all me. All me. Rightio. Let's move that over to there and build our bases. So I'm thinking we do some distressing. I think it'll be nice. It'll bring a little bit of white to the edges, just a touch. It'll soften the edges a bit. Now, a big thing with cards like this is making sure it all stays stuck. Let's have a lot of cards for sale. People would make cards for sale in the shop. And one of the biggest issues we had was not enough and not the right adhesive to keep the cards together. If you sell your cards, you really need to use decent quality adhesive, not just the cheapest stuff you can buy, because really cheap adhesive does not always last. Rightio. Okay, so let's cut the middle out of our red stripe and our blue timber to reduce the weight of our card. Then we're going to stick them together, and then we'll put some tape on the back so that it's ready to put on our card base, because hand on heart, I can say it's probably going to still be wet when I go to stick it together. Right. Decent amount. And it's touching all 3 layers. So they're all going to get stuck. So then let's give that distress a go. Oops. Rip that bit. So notice how our clusters are sort of tight. They're tightly put together, like they're brought together nice and tightly so that they don't just look like you sneezed it all over the background. Rightio. Same again, cut the middle out of the red stripe and the blue. You could do this neatly with a craft knife and a ruler. Oh, it's going to take a bit of time. So, free paper. Free paper. Just give me a second. Right. Yep. I'm just going to get someone to deal with that. Right, we're back again. Okay. Oh, I missed a spot. Okay, sorry about that. Phone calls. I didn't answer. Sorry. Hello, Dee. Hello, Desley. Let's see and hear me. Let's use the big tape, this one. Just here we go. Let's get some chippy strip, which are down to dregs. It's okay. Got to use them up somehow. Now we've got an issue with our cards. Anyone else see what the issue is? That is too bright, I think. Let's give it a test drive. Ooh, my gosh, that is way too bright. Let's get some white paint. Ooh. Right, okay. Hello, Yvonne. It's getting hot here. Very hot. Just remove that. Oh, it's my fault. I put my thank you letters from my year 4s there. Just going to open the back door. Well, if I was hoping that was going to let in some cool air, I'm sadly mistaken, because all that did was just hit me in the face with a big gust of hot air. Opening the back door. So obviously we use a lot of brown and bronze and gold on the weekend. Let's get a little tiny bit of white. Make sure this is really nice and dry-ish. Some white paint on here. Just want to work in with the bristles a bit. So then we're going to just the white paint, working with the bristles. That's not bad. Oh, bit much white paint there. That's okay. So this is our last daytime class until February for card making, because it's school holidays here in Queensland for Catholic schools. So next week is what we call Catholic Week. And I have heard that a lot of the state schools here are saying not to bother sending your kids to school next week. But state school is still on next week. A lot of people try not to send their kids that last week of school when Catholic schools are finished, but our kids have worked a bit harder so they could finish early. That's better. That's brought it down to where we need it to be, hasn't it? Okay. Let's put that over there. And let's start sticking. Oh, that glue is not. Let's find a glue with some glue in it. Just to the one upside down for the moment. Let's put our 2 doors on. So there we go. And then we're going to put that like that. So let's put, Luca finishes up this week too. Yeah. I think Luca's school's identified as a independent as well, I think, isn't it? Right, so let's just pull a bit off there. And with this one on the smaller card, let's just scooch it up a bit in the middle so it doesn't encompass the entire card base. Put a bit of glue there. And just put that there. Bit of glue. Right. Then we've got our life preserver. Actually, rightio. So let's close that. Shove it in there. So the bits that are going to have chippy strip on them, I do think our little tags, our happy words, going to have chippy strip. And our turtles. And then our maybe not our compassy bits. Okay. So we'll stick our chippy strip pieces on. And we're going to get some light moulding paste and use it like a glue. So I'm going to get a school principals will be reprimanded by regional officers regarding any inference about non-attendance during the last week of school. Yep. We have actually principals that are telling parents so they don't have to provide teacher aides. Which is, kids still need to attend because it's teaching them about a work ethic. Attendance is about, let's put them in the order they are because I keep, so this one's over there and this one's here. Yeah. My kids go to school right to the end. I know we finish early, but mine still go to the end. So we're just getting a bit and we're sort of troweling it on and giving ourselves a bit of dimension. Right. creating a bit of a base. So it's sticking, but it's sticking with some yeah. So this one you've got to be a little bit mindful that your dollop is right under there. And don't just squish it down while it's wet. That's straight. It seems straight. So now let's stick our thing on. We still have a lot on at school this week. I mean, we finished. Craft is finished, obviously. We have finished that side of all those things. We did that early. So let's tuck this in here. So the glue and the moulding paste, the light moulding paste, give you, I'm just going to set the lid on there because it's quite hot here, give you the ability to move things a little. I'm just going a little fluffy bit there. The ability to move things a little. But you've got to be careful not to squish down into your moulding paste, because otherwise what you end up doing is you're having it oozing out everywhere. Oh dear, this is very skinny. I do distinctly remember a particular premier, him saying that we would never have 11-week terms, and we're not meant to have an 11-week term anymore. "11 weeks is a long time for kids to be in a classroom. It's been hard enough to do a 10-week term this term with the pace that's needed to finish a week early." For the independent schools. So bit of starfish there. And then where'd we have the other little one? We had it here. A little bit of glue there. So this is when you come along and you go, okay, well, if I put a bit of glue there, that'll have a bit of security there. And if I put a bit of glue here, that'll give me some security there, and that kind of thing. You don't want it falling apart. So I've put a line of glue up here, and I'm trying to pick up a sequin because I think it needs something there. So the sequins are just that little tiny bit of white to help to define the parts. Okay. We've got car tag team today. I am at home, but I do have to go to work. And Quentin is taking Mum to the doctor at Boyne. So we have one of those days. I like that. And so see how it sort of makes sense. I don't have my sequins lined up. I don't like them lined up. That's just me. I'm just a bit nutty, but you can see how they're sort of touching parts or just where they would naturally be like a shine spot or a glistening bit. That's one. 1 out of 2 down. So let's get our white molding paste. That one there. Now I've done a naughty thing. I've got it into the cap bit, which will stick the lid on, which we don't want. It's actually called knurling. That the screw cappy bit. Well, that's not moulding paste acceptable, that one. Now we're going to put a piece behind here. Just a nice dollop. I'm going to use it to stick there. Stick, 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 stick. I think we're done with that. Then we have to put our little denim taggy thing. I like how that turned out. Oh, got stuck to my finger. Obviously I've got something sticky on my finger. Oh, hello Christy. I'm in the air flying to Melbourne watching. Oh, cool. The last week of the year back in the day was 16 weeks. Last term. Oh, wow. That's a nightmare, Antonia. Holy dooly. I do remember we used to finish school and Christmas was like days away back in the day. And it felt like a million years from September holidays to Christmas. So where are we going to go with our turtle? Sort of there. Like he's swimming across the top of our scene. He or she. I should say he or she. Starfish. Oh, and our glue is still there for our little sequins. So it is really, really easy to do 2 cards at once. Because our base for this one is actually just, I don't know if there's any glue on that, is actually just an off card from making our base for our original tall card. So this tall one, this will fit in a business size envelope. It's sitting in a dollop of paste. Yep. The dollop of paste there. Okay. So before we stick them together, let's just tidy up. Sorry, but I do have to tidy up as I go. Yeah, this is an old cloth nappy. Very good use for them. I use it for painting. Neighbours used to think I was mad because, you know, like, I actually had a neighbour say to me that there was something wrong with the nappies on the line because why were those ones over there? Why were they so different? And I would say, because those ones are Naomi John's ones. Those ones are my painting ones. Two very beautiful cards. Thank you, Di. Thank you, D. So each of our cards we're going to score at 4 inches. So we're going to score our big one, which was 8 by 8 at 4 inches, and our little one that was 4 by 8, we're going to score at 4 inches. And we'll just make sure, so one side you'll just see a little bit of the other side. So this is the back. If you can't see the other side, that's the front. And I knew these would be wet. Like moulding paste or gel medium matte or gel medium gloss, you're not going to see it. It's just there as an adhesive, like a trowelable adhesive that you can trowel on. So any of those will work. Something in a tub is actually better. Just make sure everything's stuck down. You don't want it to ooze out. You've got to be careful not to make it ooze. Stick. Jeez. Genius. I've got some paste on here. It'll be right. There we go. Two cards. So what have we used? We've got 1, 2, 4 bits of pattern paper, a piece of cardstock, some chipboard, and a packet of colour cuts. Oh, and a couple of sequins. So there you go. 2 cards made at once. And I'm going to say I really don't think it took me much longer to make 2 because we've taken an hour and a half, but, you know, we've talked a lot about it and how to do things. But at the end of the day, it really probably didn't take me any longer or much longer, maybe only a matter of minutes longer to make 2 cards as opposed to 1 card. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Di. Thank you, Dee. So, yeah. Sorry about that. It's just a messy back Friday. So, oh, Jesus. I need to change the page. Give me one. We use them as a cluster on a scrap page. Yes, definitely. You could definitely. So what you could do is you could make this piece we made for our background there. You could make that, like you could do your red stripe and then your blue, and then you could make that piece to sit in the middle, and then you could have like that one there and that one there, and then a group of photos and a group of photos. Like you could really truly make, or you could spread them out and put that on the left page and that on the right page and make a double. Like you could make it into a double page as well. So it's got a lot of options there, I think. Fabulous cards. Love, nautical dreams, and the beautiful cards. Yeah. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Desley. Thank you, Antonia. Thank you, everybody. So we will be back on our Facebook page and YouTube channel tonight. We're going to do the December kit reveal. A lot of you have got your December kits. I don't know. The December group is there, but I haven't got the emails sent out yet. It's okay. We don't need to be in the group until next week. But yeah, so I will organise that today or tomorrow. What else is there? But yeah, that's at 7 o'clock tonight. We're going to do our December kit reveal. And then tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, we'll be back here in the Creative Family group and on our YouTube channel. And we'll have our scrapbook class, which will be awesome fun. I think it will be. Never know what I'm going to do. You have a lovely day too, Mary. So take care. Stay safe, everyone. Love yous all. And thank you so very much. You are so amazing. And we really, truly appreciate you all. Appreciate your support and your care on this journey that is a small crafting business in Australia. Thank you. Take care. See you soon. Bye.